We're about to take it back.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Tony and Lee on the radio. Dr. Joe's therapy on the radio. The love got me going live on the radio. Two mics and a mind on the radio. Radio, turned up 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 on the radio. Two nights and a mind. 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 What up? Welcome. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody out there.
It is almost the end of the week and we've made it alive.
Yes, we have made it indeed. I'm glad to be back. Glad. Oh yeah. It's going down.
It's going down.
It's a lot of stuff going on, y'all.
What's going on?
A lot of stuff going on, but one thing that's going on that I want to bring attention to is I want to bring attention to November 5th. Tula, tell us what's going down on November 5th.
That is Election Day 2024.
Oh yeah. For all those who haven't voted yet, we have the commissioners on the ballot.
Yeah, she's on the ballot. She's on the ballot.
I want to let you know I voted for you. I voted for you too.
You can't be bribing people like that. I voted for you. What do you want from her?
Do you know that this is the first time in my life that I actually know the person whose name was written down on the ballot? Y'all know that?
Me too.
And that person is indebted to me because of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. A guy told me that I think it was Wednesday. And he was like, I just had to tell you, he's like, it was a different feeling when voting. He's like, I actually not know her name, I actually know her. I deal with her. I can talk to her. I can call her. I have her. He said all that. I was like, yeah. It's something, all right.
It really is. It really is. And I just want to say again, thank you, Hadu, to you for the courage that it had to take to go ahead and do something different. You know, one thing that I realized is being a pioneer. Pioneer meaning that you're the first one to do it. So oftentimes you're already at a deficit and a learning curve because you really don't have any way to go through it. You literally have to learn as you fumble and stumble your way through it. And just big admiration to you for the courage and encouragement to do it. You know what I mean? Because I know you probably was your biggest advocate initially on why you shouldn't do it or your failures and insecurities, but you pushed through. And because you pushed through, you have challenged me to do even more. So thank you for being you, Tula.
But I'm usually the interviewer, as you know my job. But I want to kind of like, if you guys give me 5 minutes, I am very curious. I do remember Tuli saying that, she already is involved in the community, but my memory is kind of not that clear lately. So I kind of want to remember like what provoked you, right? Because I could say, hey, I want to do this, but to do it, that's completely different. And it's not, hey, I want to go and buy a dress. Like I'm running for commissioner. It's kind of big. Like we might not see it big because it's there with us, but it's big. So what gave you the courage to do it? Like what one day did you just wake up and be like, I want to be a commissioner? Like, let me just go for it. Or like, did you wanted to do this for a while?
Yes, I have wanted to do it for a while. It was something that I wanted to do, not that somebody said, I think you'll be good at doing this, or maybe you should do this. So that I think that's the difference. If that's something that you want to do, not necessarily somebody saying, well, I think you can do it. Yeah, based on what you know about me, yeah, you probably feel that way. But what I know about myself was what encouraged me to actually do it. Yes, being involved in the community, I saw where the deficit was. And I wanted to fill that void and be what the community needed. I saw, because I was in the community doing things and I saw exactly what was needed. So I wanted to be that person and fill that void. It was just something that I wanted to do. And I wanted to take my help for people and my care and my love for my sincere love for people to another level and be more impactful than what I was already doing. So I sincerely have a love for people and a care for people. It's not something that somebody's putting in me or encouraging me to. It's something that I actually have in my heart.
And I can testify because I do see Tuli every week that she does care for people. But one of the things that I do notice from you, and I might be wrong, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Tuli, you like challenge. Now, you do have certain fears, and I know what kind of fears you have. I'm not going to mention them here in public, but you do like challenge, even on like games and like daily life. You like challenge. Was this like a challenge for you? Because I'm just curious. Today I was like, let me find out about my commissioner. Other than my friend, I want to know about my commissioner. Like, do you like challenge? Is that what it is?
Yes. Challenges are, I mean, not necessarily, I don't go looking for challenges now, but I'm not afraid of them, you know, not to a debilitating fright of it. I'm not crazy to say that I'm not afraid of anything. No, that is definitely not me. I do have fears of certain things, but there was a little bit of I guess fright or doubt. I'm a human being, you know. There are times where I was, yes, I got it. Let's do it. Yep, nothing's gonna stop me. No. Then there are days like, oh,
right.
Should I keep doing this? It's just, you know, should I keep doing this? And it's taking forever. It took a toll on me. It was a hard, tedious, long process. It took a lot because of the way that I did do the campaign. So, I mean, it may not be the same way for other people, but for me, it was like, again, it came from my heart. It was something that I wanted to do, and it's something that I wanted to prove, and I wanted people to see. And thanks to the Most High that he actually revealed that, and they saw that. So, you know, yeah, I did have some
question for you, Tuli.
Yes, sir.
I was not running, but I had my fears and insecurity. Like, man, I sometimes catastrophize in my mind, and I will think about what's the worst thing that could happen, and I would just instantly, because of my fears, that would kind of sometimes prevent me from wanting to proceed further and push further in life at times. So my question to you is, how did you overcome your fears?
Overcome my fears. I guess it was the end, the prize, you know, at the end, knowing what I'm working for and knowing that, you know, once I got the victory, that I will be able to be that champion for the people, you know. So that was one of the things. And, you know, prayer all the time, and just knowing that there was a group of people with me that made it possible, that encouraged me, that were, you know, to help me get this victory. And that was one of the biggest things. And I also had the, you know, support of my husband, which allowed me to do that. So that was pretty good, you know, some of the encouraging words that he would say, you know, and the belief that he had in me. So it kind of overcome. If I had some doubt about myself, then, you know, you never know. People, just strangers, walk up to you and say, you know, how they feel about you and what they need, you know, things like that. So that really, really, really helped.
I mean, cars were stopping and returning to talk to you. But one last question for my part. When you were little, is this something you did? Like, were you involved into that, you know, were you like class president, or were you involved in this kind of stuff when you were little? Or is something that came out now?
No, I did. I read for a lot of things in elementary school and in high school. Even with the clubs that I was in, I was president of a lot of clubs. But that's only, I don't think it was, I wouldn't say, looking back then, it wasn't because I just felt like I was just this leader. It was just because, you know, a lot of times it was just the opportunity and people just didn't do it. So somebody else did it, I did it, you know. So that's what it was. I don't think it was like, I feel like I'm a leader, you know, and I always known I would be a leader. No, not
Kind of
not
involved.
or anyway. But yeah, but I've always been involved in things and clubs and social groups.
Well, that's awesome.
Good
I
to
just
know.
know that I was one of those people. I had a mindset of I'm not voting. I don't want to vote. I don't believe in the system. It's just unfair. My vote does not matter and does not count. That was my mindset initially. But throughout your courage to go ahead and step up to the ballot, it really, it gave me faith and more confidence in the system. And it made me a lot more aware. So I want to say thank you for that, because oftentimes November 5th is considered a big day for the presidential election, but we really don't understand how many local election and local events and ballot initiatives are going on that are I would say this far even more effective our life than the actual top of the ticket. So hats off. Thanks again.
Yes. And it's cool because I feel like we know you personally. So today I was like, I need to interview her because I have a lot of questions. I ask you so many questions, but I never ask you this kind of questions. But today was the day. But yeah, I guess it's a pattern that you did have since you were little. You do, I do see you are a fighter. And not only in this, I feel like you're a fighter in many things. When you like something, it's not like, oh, I'm going to do it, but you do put effort and you eventually get it done. So it kind of shows your personality when you like. I mean, it wasn't that I wasn't surprised, but it was like, wow, she won, right? It was shocking. It was a shocking.
It was like Dr. Joe, we were actually on her team. You know what I mean?
Yes,
we actually
like
all put
kind of
the effort together, and we did it.
We
did. We actually formulated a strategy, formulated a game plan. We all went together. We executed it, and we actually did it. And I mean, my mindset now is I'm just like, man, we could do a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff down the line that we can do.
And what was cool is that we started with a team and other people, strangers, joined our team. And they were so cool. It was so cool to talk to them. They loved us. We loved them. It was pretty cool. It was a good experience.
Yes. I couldn't have been all the places, done all the things by myself. That was virtually impossible. I've heard somebody say there's not one person that gets anything done by themselves. Great thing, and it's the truth. Nobody can do anything by yourself. So
I agree.
I definitely appreciate my team, the synagogue, for sure. Could not have done it without you guys. Could not have done it. Ooh. And my family.
Could have not done it without you either. It worked out.
Oh yeah. We have the one, the only, the Mr. Tony Smith. Welcome to the show. How you doing, buddy? Go ahead and tag in and add some kind words to what we're saying. Go ahead.
No, I'm just listening at the same time. Listen, it was a job. We got it done, though. Couldn't have gotten it done without everybody's help. Always the one above, Mr. Yahuwah, Yahushua HaMashiach, but certainly, with the dynamic team of people putting in the time, so many people. To think one would be, just one group would be neglected. So many people, and really who won it, believe it or not, the whole thing that made it possible. Always, Yahuwah Yahushua, but the voters spoke. The people spoke. The people heard. Her plea or what she said she would offer, what she would do, give them a seat at the table, bringing changes, and people heard that. 69, right at 7% of the people voting. With all that we did, with canvassing and being out there in signs, and people that made videos. I mean, from the video crew people who were on it. We making videos almost every day, coming to Crunch. It was the people coming out, white, black, Indian, Chinese, Hispanic, just everybody. If I forgot a nationality, count it to my head, not my heart. But it couldn't have been done without you guys coming out and speaking and realizing you heard the honesty, the sincerity, the call for wanting change and believing that you were putting a candidate in to make a difference for Rockdale County. You guys were the most valued part of what was done. All of us just put in our ear, to help, other people see there was support behind that, believed in the candidate. but you initially going in there and making that vote, coming back out twice was a runoff, coming back out again, willing to do what it takes. And it wasn't to say, you know, oh, it's the Democrats. No, it were people that crossed party lines, independents. She made a plea to independents.
Yes.
Of course, Democrats, you know, people. I mean, don't even, the party's not even, I know, I said, stop it. Parties, that's what happened. You party too long. Know when the party's over, it's time to fix this. No, it's time for solutions. Not only in Rockdale, but in so many counties, incumbents were unseated. Change were made. People starting to watch. You know, the presidential election won't be the end. This is one where they pretty much staged it and put two people in there. Either way it goes, this is me, my opinion. We losing. We lost. The people lost because I don't think, you know, like Rockdale, one thing happened with the campaign that in the particular race that she was in for District 1, there were about 8 candidates for that. The incumbent, I think it's 7 other challengers, or maybe 8. How many was about 8 of you guys in total? Truly, was it 8? I think it was 8 of them. But anyway, with 8 people running, you know, she evolved. The people spoke. The people listened to the candidates. You know, candidates came. People kept saying what you got to do. You're not going to win if you don't come out on Saturdays. I'm telling you now, it's a lost race. But we held to integrity of what we believe religiously and never made a Saturday event that they had, that they constantly with the rhetoric of, you know, it's a loss if you didn't do it. But we believed in what we were doing, and we believed that the people's business would be taken care of. But I would think that some of the people that supported were people that looked at, you know, I can respect the person that has integrity for what they believe, because that's what you'll be, you know, on January the 1st when she takes seat, is somebody that'll come in with some integrity that won't, you know, cut the side deals and won't take the money over the county and the people's business, regardless of you're a Democrat, Republican, Independent, Libertarian, or you associate with no party. You're a human being, and that's what has to be addressed. Addressing the people, addressing the party. The party has some value. When I say the parties have some value, but I think in all these parties they lost sight of it. They were saying these are our value, these are our principal goals. I think we lost that at the sake of I hate you so much till I'll cross over the barriers and I'll sign off on anything. I mean, nobody has integrity anymore. You know, to say, hey, you know, regardless of the people, you know, how they might, you know, really want to do this. This is just not a good stance for the party and for what we said we represent.
Right.
It's just like, let me say this for myself. This is me personally, and I'll say the Abortion Act. That's been a far bigger crime. And what's scary, and I speak from being a pastor, and I've been a pastor for over 20 years, I think. The problem becomes with this. I'm just kind of baffled with pastors coming out and having this major drive support for women getting abortions. You know, and whether all of the translations you use, whatever it might be, they all clearly come along with fornication, adultery, all these things being wrong, homosexuality. But all of a sudden, the church has changed their views in order to gather money. You know, because politicians can promise money to churches and or whatever it is. It's like we really lost sight of what we believe. What I believe, I'm not changing that for anybody, any party, or any, you know, fit in for anybody. You know, that's why I work to be my own person, you know, to where I can, you know, voice my opinion. I don't have to worry about the backlash of you controlling me or having strings on me or anybody. It's scary. You know, preachers are pushing for abortion. What happened? We taught abstinence.
Yeah.
One of the best solutions to abortion is abstinence. Well, we know people are not going to be abstinent, so let's be conscious. But the church, the religion, let me say not church, all the religions should have a basis, you know, be a premise of we don't condone certain acts. Now, a woman getting an abortion, if she was raped, I mean, I could see that. I still won't support, say, let me pay, simply because I have a stand. This is my job. This is my life. But I can understand that you're pregnant by another man, you're married, you know, or you're not married. You're carrying another man's baby. He's going to have a right to come and see that baby, which I don't know how the courts give him a right to see the baby, pick the baby up. You know, this just totally just, you know, really throws me as well. But, you know, with that alone, you know, I can see, you know, a critical illness where, you know, you take a chance that you down or the baby down on the table. One of y'all go down that table. I could see that making sense. Okay. I cannot see, let me go have sex, unprotected or protected. This is the chance I take with having sex. So now I want an abortion. How about you sleep with somebody you want to marry and get married? That'll I mean, let's just be practical. Your choices are your choices. It should be something that you tell us to come in and say, hey, let's do it. Says, nothing stranger than y'all. Oh, stronger than y'all. But man, that support from your spouse can make you feel like you can move mountains sometimes. And that's not gender specific. LOL, I got you. Appreciate that. Andrew said agreed, and Roy, you could die. I'm just blown away. And you know, everybody's afraid to stand up and say, no, I think there are other solutions besides just running out to the abortion. Let's kill it. Think about this. I don't know. This is just me. You having sex. What can happen when you have sex? I can transmit a disease or get a transmitted disease. You become pregnant, or I can impregnate a woman. All these on the table. So when I made the decision, how we said, well, none of this, all this off the table, we'll just abort it if something go wrong. We know that this is the opportunity. She can be on a pill. You can wear a condom. You know, all these things are out. They got cream, other things, other than let's just say, hey, I've been there. Have I supported? But yes, the mindset, does it make it right? No, it doesn't make it right. It's okay, you said now, but now I've taken on, you know, the knowledge of and based off of, you know, my religious, you know, concepts and what it teaches us. And it's in every one of the religions know it's right. But we've just opened a door where everything is going on. And it's scary that politicians and politics have changed the narrative of what we all believe. I mean, I don't get, listen, we got governors. I know the governor in Newsom, his name should be changed to Nuisance in California. He was pushing for kids being able to have sex changes. Who's paying for that? And the parents don't have any say. So you know how scary it is if you're a parent. My grandbaby could leave and get convinced in school through some information or influence because they're small and say, hey, I decide I want to be a girl. I want to be a boy. And the state pays for it. I don't have a say so, and I got to take care of this kid. I sent a little boy and a little girl to school. I got a little boy and a little girl back home, but they changed sex. When you're a kid, how many of y'all want to be a superhero? What superhero? I'm just curious. Was it anyone you want to be?
I wanted to be the pink.
He's our hero. Gonna take pollution down to zero. Gonna help us put us under bad guys who like to pollute and thunder.
Okay, I wanted to be the pink Power Ranger.
Okay, let's do that. Now, thinking we had sewn that on you permanently. Now, as an adult, how you feel about that?
Exactly. Yeah, no way.
Yes. Or you, if we had sewn that on you, that outfit. Just say, I used to like the Incredible Hulk. What if I want to be the Incredible Hulk as a kid? But when you grow up to be a man and you got to get a job and you working, no woman wants to come home to a big green guy with busted pants on that can't put on clothes.
Right.
Everything he grabs, he tears up. He can't even have a conversation. Raw! You hungry? Raw! You want to have to say raw? You're like, are you serious? You can't.
Right.
We got to pay these bills. Raw! Hey, the kids need help with homework. Raw! You can't live an adult life. If we're dumber than the people we're rearing, this is scary. Because they're like, he said Wolverine. Let me say down. Says okay. Chavez said I want to. Yeah. So think, Chavez, you get stuck with these knives on your home. You're at home. You reaching to grab your wife, or you get a fist pump. You think a shot, and cut somebody's arm up or something. It's just so many there. But as a kid, you don't think about how this affects you. A kid only looks short term. So now we got adults that think like kids. Nobody's thinking about real responsibility or decisions. We're here to guide our kids, mentor our kids, to show them why this is the way you want to go religiously, fundamentally, education. It's just like a two-parent home or one that is really high excel in education. They're naturally going to push their kids into the education field or to make sure they educate themselves. So you're basically going to set a precedent for this is how we move here in our home. So, but now we're leaving it to this is something people need to know about government, okay? Government was never intended to run, to operate, to fund families and businesses. Government was only established for to make sure the will of the people is being done. That's the only purpose. The purpose of a military is not. That's why you can't. People, do y'all know you can't use the military on your own people, right? They've done it for the National Guard. You know why? Because the military is only there to defend the rights of the people and what we stand for as a republic. Okay, so when somebody comes to fight America, okay, you'll come to fight us because there's a narrative that America stands for. You say, I don't like it, I want to stop it, right? That's the purpose of the military, to defend. That's why they tell you when these people swear an oath to do what? To defend the Constitution. The Constitution was predicated based off of the people and the organizing of the country, how it should be set up. They're only there to defend and make sure these things are being upheld. That's why when people are wrongfully arrested, they go to court. When a judge hears, a judge say, oh, no, this is wrong. As a referee, this should have been done. And yes, this person's rights have been violated. Where you were set to protect the innocent, you wound up failing them, and you became the victimizer of the innocent or the American citizen. See, if people understood how government should work, a lot of this we wouldn't have it. There was never now people going kissing politician hands, kissing behind. It was never intended. We put you here just like Tuli. She is going in to represent. So when the people give her the call, instead of having everybody come here in a mob rule, hollering and yelling, this is their representative.
Right.
Ms. Tuli, hey, Doreen, hey, whoever wins the chairman seat from this election, hey, this is what we're looking for. This is the direction we're trying to go. Now they have to look at the same time, how does it fit? Sometimes what people want it's not practical. I want my kid to have PE for 6 periods. You have to serve the will of the people. Now, is that common sense?
Not reasonable.
And you can show why. But you sit here for the will of the people. That's not practical. You see what I'm saying? So at the same time, because you represent the people, you want the people, you still got to look at practicality when you're doing things.
Right.
So it's a lot we got to teach people so they understand how government works.
Let me ask you this right here, because something you said about being practical. It reminds me of a news article that I saw earlier. It was a speech. I want to ask y'all consent if it's okay for me to play the speech. It's about the ex-president's wife. She made a speech. I want to just play about 3 minutes.
Which one? You say ex-president? I mean, we got 40.
President Obama's wife.
Like I said, we got like 42 ex-presidents. So when you say,
but it's one in particular. It's one in particular that's been hitting the headline big time.
That's all I'm asking. Which one? Let's see what we got.
All right, I want y'all to take a look at this narrative that she's, spewing, in my opinion, and y'all let me know. I'm only gonna play 3 minutes of it, but here we go. Let's take a closer look.
Standing as a world leader on issues of women's health and gender equality. So, fellows, before you cast your votes, ask yourselves, what side of history do you want to be on? Now, I recognize that there are a lot of angry, disillusioned people out there, upset with the slow pace of change. And I get it. It is reasonable to be frustrated. We all know we have a lot more work to do in this country. But to anyone out there thinking about sitting out this election or voting for Donald Trump or a third-party candidate in protest because you're fed up, let me warn you, your rage does not exist in a vacuum. If we don't get this election right, your wife, your daughter, your mother, we as women will become collateral damage to your rage. So are you as men prepared to look into the eyes of the women and children you love and tell them that you supported this assault on our safety? And to the women listening, we have every right to demand that the men in our lives do better by us.
Do you see this? Do you see this?
We have to use our voices to make these choices clear to the men that we love. Our lives are worth more than their anger and disappointment. And we are more than just baby-making vessels.
This where we going, really? Really, this where we at?
And if you are a woman who lives in a household of men that don't listen to you or value your opinion, just remember that your vote is a private matter. Regardless of the political views of your partner, you get to choose. You get to use your judgment and cast your vote for yourself and the women in your life. Remember, women, standing up for what is best for us can make the difference in this election. So let us use our voices in these final days to make it plain to the men in our lives that we need to stand not with Trump, but with us. We need them to vote for the only candidate in this race who will protect our lives. We need them to vote for Kamala Harris.
There we go. I just put a little pause on, a little stop, but you see where she's going. Now she's turned this against the man versus women in the house. Commentary.
This is in the house.
It
is so wild.
It's always been men against women. Honestly, I wouldn't even say it's her. We allow the system to come and predicate that for us. They came in and divided us in our homes through a lot of different areas of life. Originally, when you went to school, you were taught the Bible along with, being educated. So you gave fundamental values, although that didn't mean people didn't fornicate, didn't drink, but you would look down on. And these were things you knew to hide, and put in the dark. They came in and looked at, government looked at, they couldn't become as strong as they are and as powered and as empowered as they are without the fall of the American family home value. To show you where the divide came in, I tell you one way they divided us. You probably missed it through television. When television came out, first it was solid television. You watched and you left it to the imagination of people, and you put words at the bottom eventually that people could read, and people weren't actually as literate enough to keep up with it. So you left a lot of things unclear, unsaid, and left to the interpretations. When you start introducing marriage shows with couples, you introduced us with, just say, let's go with the Ricky Ricardo family, Lucy. If you remember, they slept in separate beds. Now here you had families watching television, and what you offered them was, well, in order to keep it clean in the home, let's just put her in one bed and him in another bed. That was the start of our divide. People roll over and they weren't touching, they were separated. That divide has never left us. See, while we look, they said, well, you're trying to keep it clean for television. You took away what was sanctimonious, which was a man and a woman being in the bed. Even our writer said that marriage is honored in all, and the married bed is undefiled. So to say, let's separate them and put them in a separate bed, right? This was the narrative to keep it clean. But now we can show you queer eye for the straight guy. We can show you two men kissing in the mouth. They looked at putting a man and a woman in bed, even though they were married, would be harmful and detrimental to what kids would view and would think this was okay. They knew what you saw, you would take, and it would go to your imagination. You would look to try to emulate it. So they looked at first divide the home. Tell me, it was for the purpose of we want to keep it clean, but it broke. My mom and dad sleeps in two separate beds. No, my mom and dad sleeps in the same bed. This is normal. There are cases where husband and wife can't sleep in the bed simply because one is a roller and one, so it's just better it works that way for them. But that's not the typical family. All of us are married. Do we sleep in one bed over here and another bed over here? We sleep in one bed. We sleep in one bed. So the narrative you sold didn't work. Now you come back years later and you introduce what? Shows what homosexual, the new normal.
Mhm.
They don't sleep in separate beds because
Exactly.
you need to make sure first, before you can introduce any of these things you're doing to us now through music, through
Mhm.
television, you work to break the home up. The first thing was to get them out of that bed.
Yeah.
Get them out of the bed, start sitting on. Look, when Lucy, listen, Ricky would go to work, Lucy would stay home. Lucy constantly stayed into things. Why?
She did.
Work. And look who else now. Was she by herself?
No, she had Ethel.
Her and Ethel. So what were they selling you? Girl, get with your friend. When it was something she wanted to keep from working, she gave it to who? She told it to Ethel. Her and Ethel were like, listen, Ricky can't know about this. What she do? She runs and she hides it. They keeps it away from Ricky. They kept Ricky and Fred in the dark. So what do women do? I'm trying to help y'all out. Listen, they teach the woman to hide from the man. They just like what she said. Listen, everything she said. Say what?
You don't think people
you're a product of that show. Everyone else. Yeah, you're a product.
think that women did before the show? Is my question.
I'm just being honest.
I'm asking you. Do you think women didn't do that before the show?
Well, let me say this. What we've had, again, we're not saying things didn't exist, but the system saw where if you put it in the face of more of our women, that it would divide them. Look,
now
the women was home back then. The women didn't work to the degree they did now.
In what world did this woman start to work? What were they thinking?
Well, it's nothing wrong with them working. I mean, but you just got to look at first. Women always work. Let me say this: women, when they were in the field, a woman worked. She worked outside her husband. But then she would have older daughters she could send back home while she would do. Or once the kids got 8, she would go home. Now she had the kids raised up to enough age where she could be at home. The kids just was starting out the kids smart. Yeah, she got to work. She might work with the baby tied on her. But once the kid got enough age where she look at now I can be at home, take the smaller one home, the bigger kids can be out here on my husband working. So the kids understood the family structure. Mom was at home mom went home watching TV. Wasn't TV. Mom was at home working. Mama getting things ready because she know they come out of the field. She got to do what? She got to get the kids cleaned up, have dinner ready. He come home, he go something to eat, then they got to get things clean. So they had a structure. Television, radio, they came into our homes. The narrative of Motorola, I think it was the first television that came out. And you know what their end was? You know what their narrative was say you? Bring the world in your home. What look that I'm seeking you find that. This is what they
you said Motorola bring the world in your home.
It was the Motorola, the first television that came out, and their narrative was bring the world in your home.
I read that with the Lucy and Ricky and the separate beds was because of the advertisers. They were very conservative back then, so that's why they didn't have them, like you said, in the same bed. They had them separate beds because of the advertisers.
Of course, they're gonna tell you that. Well, I mean, why would I tell you I had another agenda?
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Let me say this for most people who don't know. Okay, all of your movies, all your television shows are scripted by the CIA. Okay. All this stuff is. I sent y'all documentaries. Why they're all a part of this. When they introduced the drugs, when they came in, we entered the breaking down this. The CIA had a major part playing all of this stuff. No, listen. None of these movies aren't made. People, these songs don't come out without these folks narrate them and know what the issue, what they're selling. That's how they're destructing us. But the sad part is, I'm not going to blame the CIA. I'm going to blame us. Because regardless of what decision they make, we are the final say-so to say, not in my home. Do we control who gets who? Do we go and shut down liquor stores and shut down nightclubs? No, they can put them out there, but my kids won't be attending. I won't be purchasing your product. But now what they sell us is, look at it. They took away the discipline from our kids. Then they come and say, now discipline them now. At this point, we done took so much discipline out. We discipline now. It's a fight kill.
It's hard.
Things are too far gone now, and it's limited on the chastisement. So it was now look who's raising our kids. Young Thug, all these other rappers. I knew Young Thug, him, but Lil Wayne, all these folk want to be little. What is your problem? You're bigger than what you're selling. Some of these people's statements are moronic. It makes no sense. They're oxymorons. How can you have a big small?
Right.
The people, listen, they don't teach them how to, and the people, they're geniuses at what they do. They're great at what they do. As far as scripting and writing, they're storytellers, basically, singers are storytellers, okay? They gave them the story, and they gave them a bad narrative, not of coming, getting out, making it, breaking away change. They brought them out to say, hey, man, you give money, you're even more dangerous now. You're the person that inflicts the damage, not the system. Tell us about how did your situation become that you were in the projects? How did your situation become that there were drugs and there were guns in your neighborhood? Tell that truth. Then tell what did you do to break that psychosis? But they didn't they're not literate enough. They can't even see their own poisons right there before them. You know, they say when you go down, I remember sometimes you go to the bar, you say, man, give me something to drink. You know what they say to you? Pick your own poison.
Yep.
You said, well, give me something. They said, no, pick your own poison. What is poison?
Something that eventually kills you.
So I'm telling you to pick yours, which means it's more than one. So I've created choices. See, the average person really, and it ain't the average person really.
But preacher, they created choices, but did they give options? Because I remember growing up, right? I think they make it so difficult for the mom to stay home, and two parents have to always work. Two people always have to work, and
really.
The bills couldn't get paid. So I remember my mom working all the time, and then when my brother would pick me up, and then all I would watch is TV, and there was nobody there to supervise me.
That's a difference, though. This is a difference. When you said two people, then you said my mom. Was there two people when you said my mom working? It was one person.
Well, my stepdad, but like they weren't making enough money, so two of them had to work.
But let me say this: in some instances, okay, yeah. But let me tell you what happens. Basically, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. He married. Fine. I'm glad. I hope he's talking to his wife. He ain't talking to himself.
He probably.
Also, congratulations on him passing this virginity. We appreciate that. So anyway.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
No, I was trying to get more information about that ad. Trying to find this commercial.
You might be able to find it more. It used to be Bring the World in Your Home. They used to try to sell the television.
Hold on.
Yeah,
okay.
Somebody in the audience could post the link or help me find it.
Okay, so now let me mention this. What happens is this: our wants change from television. That's why two people had to work. You said to pay the bill. Let me tell you why two people had to work to pay the bills. When we were coming along, parents didn't have the options of credit card. Everything they paid for was cash. It didn't help the society grow. Okay. Now what they created was what we call a fiat system. For those that don't know, that's a system that's actually running off money that doesn't exist. The fiat. Okay, the fiat system is what you're trying to run. Just to help y'all out, you familiar with the company come together called Brexit? They're trying to create something that's not illusional. See, the dollar and what the people don't realize, the fiat system they hate is why things are still generating, because you keep generating everything off of credit. So it allows people to get things and owe things, and through those debts is what you use to go and borrow more money. So that's how the fiat system have hurt Russia, China, other majors coming. When America flops on that fiat system and it crashes on them, they realize, you know what, your fiat system hurt me. That's why these countries been working on trying to get rid of the dollar and trying to establish a more viable, more stable coin. But the only problem that comes is this, and we've been to Africa. She know we've been there. How did that system work out? Everything you get, you pay for it. You saw how beautiful it was. The way you saw it.
But yeah, I mean that.
How did the country look?
Oh, it looked terrible.
But you know why? Guess why? Because they don't really have the fiat system. You pay for everything. So if I gotta pay for everything I get, a house right now, I gotta pay $300,000. Where am I gonna get this money from?
Right.
So it's gonna leave me in the shack. So
Wow.
the fiat system, the credit system, actually helps out to where people can get these things and you can pay on them to pay them off. You just got to teach people how to need and want and understand the difference. So what they did, television also introduced, and I'm gonna tell you what people don't know. I can't remember the gentleman's name. I had you guys, like all the information I've given to y'all to watch this. But actually the gentleman that sold them on the television, that sold them on the advertisement on television of selling people things they don't need is actually the grandson of Sigmund Freud. Did y'all know that?
No.
They brought him to New York. They bought him a condo in a high rise. He taught them how to manipulate people. That's how they sold you stuff. They sold you a car. It make that this car. They'll put the drive, hugging it. They sell you things you don't need. And so now what happened? We got the wife so think about who was staying at home. The wife, right? Guess what she was watching? Television. Guess what television started selling her? Things that she wanted and not what she needed. So now you put him out to do more things. She started realizing, listen, I got to get out here and work too. We don't have nothing. And all of her conversations, what they didn't have, were based on what she saw television, other people who already bought into the system. Now, it's not bad if you are responsible. See, if you getting things, you got to be responsible with things. I told somebody, they was talking about doing something, they want to stop doing something. I said, let's use this analogy. I said, buying a home. I said, tell me the things you have to do when you buy a home. They said, well, credit. You got to have credit. I said, that's right. They said, you got to have money in the bank. I said, that's right. I said, then debt load. I said, right there, debt load. I said, how does that work? They said, well, they basically look at what you can handle. Determines what. I said, that's what I'm trying to tell you. If you want to know about something you want to stop doing, to figure out the best solution for it, what can you handle and still accomplish your goals? I won't get into what their goal was. You know, they told me, they say, you get a debt on the head. I said, this is what I do. I got solution problem. I work for a man. This is in. We problem solve.
Oh my head.
But it's a matter of people looking at if we were to go back and downgrade, which would hurt America. If the so-called Negro want the real answer, solution, and problem, downgrade. When you downgrade, you take more of the debt off, which gives you more breathing room to think. When a person is constantly pressure under debt, guess what kind of decision they make? They make the decision to get more debt. And the other debts look like it's a solution. I can show you how to strategize to put yourself where you start decreasing your debt and start trying to work on your wealth. That's what they didn't teach us. They taught you how to get debt. 0% interest for 12 months. That's not helping you decrease your debt. That's going to let you compile debt. I got 12 months. And before you know it, month 12 is going to be here and you ain't paid nothing. Interest. Now you know what I need? One more of them cards. 36 months of 0% interest. Now you transfer this debt, some more debt, and while you add some more debt on, because you got 36 months this time, and this time you're going to get it done. And now you've increased your debt again. This show, listen, folks, we need to be national. I'm telling you, I can help you. Listen, I ain't the smartest guy, but I ain't nowhere near the dumbest. Listen, folks, our answers to our problem have never been a politician. The answer to our problem is the individual making decisions that these people controlling you. Say, I'm gonna get the interest rate, I'm gonna get this down. Okay, get the rate down. If you can't afford to pay for it, I don't care if it's 0% interest, you can't afford it. Stop buying something because it's on sale. If I don't need it, that's not a sale. See, a lot of women, number one for this foolishness. I
agree.
You got to put a hand on them. You got to say, and they can tell you no. You got to put a hand and say, no. I tell no, don't do it. Don't do it. I run the money. I run the deal. I make the money to run the deal. I don't take nothing from. Listen, I don't need nothing from her. I make sure I take care. When I run my mouth, because I pay the cost to do it. The answer is no.
Because it's in our nature to spend and want things. It's in our nature.
Let me tell you why. If they influence you, they're going to influence your friends. Women typically going to be in groups.
I always
girlfriend, other women. When y'all work, most of the time y'all work. How many women work in a place that's totally dominated by men. Most of the time they're gonna put you somewhere with other women. Other women are gonna be influencers by what she wears, what cologne, perfume, jewelry. Y'all pick up the stuff, shoe. I like those cute. Wait, girl, I got these. Now she gotta go get her some cute shoes she don't need. She already got enough. That's gonna be thrown on the floor. My wife, she's so good, it's ridiculous. I had to take a whole bedroom. I had to get rid of a bedroom to have racks. Brandon, I got to put racks around the wall just so she have one closet, one bedroom, 3 more other closets. Tell me what the sense and logic is in that.
It's beneficial. I think it's.
No, it's not.
I mean,
that makes no sense. You know that makes
but preacher, one of the things I do agree with you with us women wanting, but I don't think it's because of other women. I think it's because we want to look good. We want to look good for our men, our husbands, our boyfriends.
You're competing against other women, so other women will see you and envy you and say, "I want that. That look good on her. I want." Let me tell you something.
No, I never felt that way in my life.
No.
What woman gonna say that? Because that's not how she says
it. It feels good when a man tells you you look nice. You smell good.
I want to watch. What? Let me say this.
Because,
Let me say why. Because as men, the same thing. We want to look good. We don't want to look the lowest of men when we're out.
Let me ask you something. So you is it the same for men? When you dress, you want to look good for another man.
So who heard what I just said?
I didn't.
Did anybody hear what I just said?
No.
So does with men. I said men. Real men don't want to look less than other men. Our drive is just not as high as yours. We don't need 50 pair of shoes to go on 1 foot. A lot of times women will do things for the fact of, look, is the love doctor frozen? Somebody will know you frozen because you ain't answer. Listen, you can tell yourself what you want to tell yourself, but facts are facts, okay? When it comes down to women, you have to make sure, especially for men, you have to make sure you keep an eye on things because women make decisions for different reasons than men. And they say it's because we're different. Women say did. Even the writing says a man that cares about his wife, a man that has a wife, what does he care for?
Things of the world. Things of his wife.
That he might do what? Please. What's it say about the woman? The woman that has a husband does what for a husband?
Y'all, it's getting tight right now.
Because it doesn't. She will drive you to death. She will drive you into. I'm just being honest. He told you that. Oh, okay. I'm trying to help.
But that's woman with no teaching, preacher.
That woman with tears. It don't say woman without tears. That's women. That's why I'm saying for a man had the governor to know when to tell her no. He has to say no. No, that's not the best situation. You gotta know when they're doing it because they just want to do something. My wife got a card, and I'm about to take it from her. She ain't good with none of her cards. I look at her and say, Mary, spread my other card. Listen, she got a card like card. And it's a freedom of life of just doing things instead of the answer to it is no. It teaches you to become more. No, it teaches you to become more conservative and more conscious of what you do versus my husband got it and just do it. I'm just telling you.
That's great. That's true. That is definitely not my philosophy, and I do not do that because I know what that is. Oh my gosh, people know you good and well.
So much stuff she don't eat, don't get. If she spent her money threw all that stuff away, and this woman here swipe.
Swipe for food on your card.
You swipe all the time.
I believe what you're saying, Tony. I believe what Tony's saying.
Let me tell you something. This is not to kill women. So people might
don't kill them. We just here to help.
The end becomes in the society that we're in. You really have to be mindful about what decisions you make. Like me, I'm unlike her. I don't really care about what she does as far as that. It doesn't faze me one or the other. And when I say that, because I know what decisions I have to make, and I have to be ahead of her, in front of her. So if I'm right beside her, I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose if I'm behind her. I'm so far in front of her, I have to be ahead of her because that's not something that's a strong point of kind of women when they look at doing things. In her mind, she thinking, well, if I let you run everything I had, how well would it be? It'll be to the same exact. I'm asking her. It'll be to the same exact or better?
No, that's why we're together.
No. We ain't talking about together. If you ran if you control, would it be the same?
We're not. That's why we're together. Opposite.
No.
I mean, it's,
But that's the thing about it though. While her end is spin due, my end is making sure I see ahead further than she does, and that's what
right.
you're trying to get.
And that's what we have you, man, because we need that.
But let me say this. Let me say this. The average man don't know it. They just let y'all lead and don't know they're being led.
what?
I just saw a nice picture right here. Look what he put on here. Look what
Cut
Andrew
Cut that card. Cut the card.
But preacher, I'm very curious for you to expand on that, because I don't know where it's coming from, or where did this idea come from. I mean, I've had very high maintenance girlfriends. Like, they like to look nice, they like to look pretty. I've always been surrounded, and it's never been where, like, you see what I'm wearing. It's more like, I want this man to like smell me good and to tell me I look good. It's never been, I never felt like that. My friends, I've never heard them say such thing. I don't know if it's other kind of woman where it's coming from. I've never, not even my friends now that I spent time with in synagogue, I've never heard say it like, because this girl has it. It's more like, hey, I would like my husband to smell me good. Like, hey,
let me say this, and to the degree of this, a lot of times it's things you do you don't notice. It becomes, we so customary. Everybody is in competition. Even with jobs, people in competition. If you work in an area, there are people that look to try to aspire to be better, to get ahead. So while a few might not have that mindset, that going up people and selling people things is for what? Is because people look at it as competition. There are a lot of women, especially women that don't have a solid relationship or a husband or a significant other. They're going to look at, they have to keep themselves in a certain decorum to where, hey, I'm out here and I'm marketing.
But
now, I'm just showing it all. Like, sometimes people take cars, nice car, put them out there. It's not for sale. I just want people to see it. Yeah. No one will just throw on something. Do this. Just throw on something and go. You're married. It don't matter. Just throw on something and go. You're not gonna do that. You're gonna take time to make sure you look nice when you go out. You say, yeah, your husband too, but he ain't the only person gonna be looking. And other women, you got to compete because you want to make sure all eyes are staying on you. So it's still the end of, they teach us to compete against one another. We have to compete to keep one another's affection. We have to compete against other people on the street as well, because other people in the same game. It's people looking to get what you got. Keep talking about your husband. My husband good. My husband go. Every woman here ain't gonna stop there.
That is true. That is true.
No, because women don't do that. Don't know how to think about that.
Oh no, I ain't talking about that.
I've seen that happen.
That's okay. So let me get so what she's gonna have to do to get your husband? Look like a bum, dress like a.
But
it's for a man.
No, that's not for me though. She's not dressing for me. She'll be dressing for you.
Well, let me say this. Okay, let me say that she will be hypothetical. Let's think for a second. She will be dressing for you too. She will be dressing to show where she beats you out, because it will be a competition to show where what you got you shouldn't be so sold on. Look at this. See, well, let me say this. A lot of times we don't think a lot of things we do because we do them so much. A lot of times they become like, I never really thought about it. But we all, in a sense, do things because you're in a competition. Like, on every end, you're in a competition. Why? Let me tell you something. So let me just go. Why is dieting one of the most lucrative businesses out here? Weight loss. People don't flip through weight loss.
That's true.
Oh no, it ain't compete against nobody. They just want to be skinny. It's because they seen somebody else that looks nice, smaller. And they could look like that, and they sell you the dress and show you the dress. And the reason you can't get in this dress because you ain't this size, and we don't make it. And it look better. You need to get this way. So guess what? One of the most desired sizes for women Caucasian is a 00.
Yeah.
Kill a woman. It kills a woman.
For a white woman.
A 00.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because this is like.
Can I pull up some pictures, see what a 00 looks like?
Yeah.
Let
me say this.
Preacher, somebody said, when are you writing that book?
Oh, they don't want. Listen, this book can't be. Where you sending that? Oh, see, hello, Andrew. You want that book? He want. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of things I just don't say because people don't want to know the truth. I'm just being with y'all. People don't want to know the truth. People like living. Let me tell you something. That movie was written by a woman of color, The Matrix. The average person don't want to realize that what you're seeing You've already seen it before. You don't want to admit it's deja vu. You've already seen it before. And it's the same old rhetoric, and nobody wants to change and look at what do we do differently. There isn't a politician that can fix the situation. That's America or these other parts. It involves people changing and looking at what actually fits them. We have to create candidates if we want change. That's the people getting together, the people discussing what works better for us. And it also trickles down to the individual, to the masses, okay? Then you start to look at, okay, then we have to create our champion. This is the person we put in to represent our cause. At the same time, we're working in our homes to make sure we project what it is that we want them to do. When we've lost that, we put it all on one person. You know, they count on Tula to do. Get rid of the taxes. No way she can get rid of tax. You got school taxes. The county tax has nothing to do with the school tax. That's a whole separate entity. And it should have never been a whole nother separate entity. It should have all fallen under one umbrella. And we should have been able to control what's going on. These schools are piss poor. We lost sight of everything. But we got time for them to come to school and we can teach them how to be gay. We can have transvestites come and read books.
Yeah.
We got everything going on that's destroying the family, other than things that actually that repair the family. That actually sets a narrative that aligns ourselves to fixing it. There's no way the world had to go outside like Halloween. It was never time you got to sit around with guns and wait for somebody to kick your door so you can kill them. Although I'm not a proponent for it, support it. Yeah, but now you do. These people put on masks to come knock on your door and kick your door and kill you. You're subject to lose your life because we lost direction. That we hadn't really started looking at a real, just looking at what's practical. We've lost practicality. We lost the fundamentals. We lost, the net of the whole family sitting down eating together.
I agree with you. Yeah.
Now everybody just take off and go somewhere different or go by themselves. We've lost a lot of human involvement conversation. Because like we're doing this, like you say, hey, why I think like that? Now you get a chance to challenge me on that. So I can say, you know what? I was wrong. I didn't look at it that way. It ain't about, but conversation gives us that opportunity versus you sit somewhere and rally everything in your mind and you got your own conclusion. Who did you bounce that off of? I don't need to bounce off nobody. And that's why we're screwed up. But that's me anyway. Somebody say, yes, sir. Oh, at Chelsea? And the last one was a terrible thought. What happened?
Talking about Matrix.
Hey, friends, thank you for the birthday gift. Got me McDonald's today.
What?
Oh, somebody, hey, when your birthday today? Happy birthday, CJ.
Oh, you're welcome.
You bought a McDonald's?
No, not like that.
He said, hey, friends. He said, thank you. You bought a McDonald's for his birthday?
No, that's what he got.
That's what he decided to get.
That's what you decided to get. Well, give me the bill. I'll pay for it.
We did already.
Well, we did. Well, that's what I'm saying. I just asked you that. You said no.
Asked me, did I get him McDonald's? I answered your question.
Eating in their rooms and watching the out. That's it. I mean, and the reason why, because I do that. I get my food. I eat on the go. I'm always doing something. I'm on the phone, doing something. I'm constant, but my job calls for me to constantly always kind of be tied into a lot of things. But that's where adjustments come in as well, making changes. So a lot of times, like becoming cognizant of what you watch, because what you watch, you'd be surprised on how it plays a part of the person who you are, what you kind of entertain and your reasoning for. Like I watch things for a reason because I want to know kind of why. I want to know why. Kind of get a better end to when it ends to know, okay, that makes sense and what could have been done differently. So I'm a little different type of person when I watch television. I'm always I'm analytical about things when I watch it too, because I'm critical at the same time of it. Because I'm always looking at this. If you made it, I'm kind of interested on. I'm the type of person where if I watch a movie, I might catch the soundtrack, like what leading up to. So I'm kind of mindful of what was your agenda when you put this particular scene in? What were you trying to get me or convince me to or not to do? You got what I'm saying? See, these people don't just put a movie together. It's scripted. It's based off of, this is a narrative that we need to sell people. Pull them in with this, but they won't know I captured them on this end. Now, I've given a class assignment to the way y'all, now I know they're not going to do it. And ain't no need looking at why your kids fail. And you're a perfect example why you fail to do what you're supposed to do. Because I want to talk to you once you finish and try to explain some things to you. I want to see how much you think when you watch. And y'all know I'm big on telling y'all that. I want you to think when you watch. Okay? Just like when a magician gets you. He told you watch. The hand is quicker than the what? So where he wants your eye to stay at? On the hand while he does something else. Well, that's not a sex thing.
Bueno, it's the other way. Bueno, it's this way. Turn around.
My phone.
That look good. Y'all see the illusion.
The hand is quicker than the eye.
That's good. But guess what? Think about it. It's the illusion. See that but think about this. Learn how to do that and become this. Somebody show that they know how to be deceptive. So guess what it was? It's to sell you that something that I can do this and put it back. It's to make you believe something. See, we just looked at, they just got tricks. No, it's to sell you on something.
Speaking of sell you on something, I got a chance to watch that show Billions about 2 or 3 years ago. So
let me ask you a question before you convenient. Before you finish, can I say something? Now, did y'all know he just tried to sell y'all on? What? He just said, He tried to convince me he had already seen it, so he didn't have a reason to go back and watch it again. Did you watch the whole thing?
No, I was commenting on the comment at the bottom of the line. They said they're on episode 3. I've already seen the whole entire thing when it came out 2 years ago during COVID. I watched the whole series. I was glued to it. I binge watched it. It was really good. It sucked me into it. Yeah,
I'm gonna talk to you on some things, and I'm gonna see where you at.
Now you asked me, do I remember every single thing? What I'm saying is, I started about 2 or 3 years ago. I binge watched the whole thing. I don't remember every single episode, but I can tell you the key things that I picked up. I
don't need to talk to you right now. I need them to do what I told them to do, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna talk. And what I would like for you to do is go back. I want you to look again because I guarantee you'll see it with different eyes. You know, there's a lot of things you'll watch the first time that you really won't think nothing about because remember, they're selling you an illusion. They're selling you a fake marriage. They're selling you a fake bit. They're showing you fake lifestyle, kids that belong to somebody. And in your mind, you naturally associate these people because I created this and I gave it to you. So I gave it to you in a way to where this looks normal. This belongs here. This belongs here. You remember they had a thing, one of these things do not belong here. Which of these things are not the same? So they get you on things, then they change things to see if you catch on to it. Change character, change ideas, change narrative. They see if you pay attention. They taught you what does fit, what goes together. They taught you what is a pear. Besides a fruit.
That's true.
That's
we
right.
associate it with the word.
Right.
And the quote. Yeah.
That's right.
You know, your assignment, preacher, your assignment that you gave us reminds me of this assignment. And I think I've mentioned it before. It was my second year of early childhood education that I was studying. And this professor said, go to your house, watch 3 cartoons and tell me all the violence that you see in the cartoons. I said, that's easy. Cartoons. I literally sat there and I could not figure out the violence in cartoons. And then eventually when it was explained to us, I said, there was so much violence in these cartoons, and he explained how they put so much violence and sexual stuff in cartoons. I was like, what, 21? But it was crazy because I would have never thought that there was violence or sexual stuff in cartoons. But when somebody tells you go watch it intentionally, you get to see what it really is. So I mean, in cartoons. And I feel like mentally, now that I'm in a mental field, I feel like mentally they prepare the kids to eventually keep on brainwashing and preparing for this, what we are now, because there's TV is literally what you said. We can't find that commercial, preacher, but that is pretty interesting. What you said, bring the world into the home.
Yeah.
They
That was
literally
their motto
doing
of
that.
70 years back was get a Motorola and bring the world in your home.
They're literally doing that.
I
They've
was
been doing that.
Motorola, one of the television, they want Motorola make. They made the radios too, but look, it's one of them. Just look, it's found out somebody did it.
It makes all the sense in the world because they did bring
the world in our home. Guess what? They gave us an opportunity, and then guess what happened? Our kids start watching it. At one time, we watched it together. So certain stuff you looked and said, "Get out of here," or turn the TV channel because they was in there. You couldn't let them see it. So a lot of stuff was late after dark. Then they got cable introduced. Then they start making. First of all, television was where. Think about it. Then television was one television in the main room or one television in your parents' room. Then it came in to get a little small black. You growing up, two things a teenager wanted to get: a TV in their room and a telephone. We came along, you had one telephone, had one telephone because there was never a reason for everybody to be on the phone. Go get the one in the kitchen. You go get the one next to the bathroom. I'm gonna get the one. You had one telephone. You go there and use that telephone. Everybody number you need to know is right at that telephone. 911, 0 for the operator. Their aunt, uncle, people like that. People, you had all these numbers here you knew. So everybody knew practically the same thing. Now we start moving phones around and kids, girls, I get 6 times. Boy, they want to be. I want a phone in my room. Get them a phone in their room. They got everything else going chat. We just constantly divided the home. Gave them their own television, black and white. Pay in your bedroom watching. You start watching stuff that you couldn't watch in the room with your parents. So now who became your educator?
TVs.
They've been working us for years. We had what they call a component set. We got these stereo set, had the little turntable, had the 2 speakers. Then we had the big one, the one that like furniture, had the record player at the top, and the speakers are made on, and you open the top, the record player. So you will listen. What you listen to, everybody gonna hear is right here. Then you got a radio for your room. So now you got a television, you got a radio, you see what I'm saying, and you got a telephone. We got everything you need to just corrupt the mind of the kid by themselves without you monitoring them. We lost monetization of them. Yeah. Meaning, the monitor what they were doing and what they were watching, what they were listening to. So now what happens? Now we created these monsters who listen to other monsters who come along now and they're feeding our kids. Now, man, up that hole. All women hold. Don't forget, they got a daughter and a mama and sisters. All women hold and a grandmama living. All women holds. But then they got a song, I love my mama. Let me stop. That's just me. Everybody entitled, listen, people entitled to do what they want to do. But I just see where it's our fault. I don't want to blame government. I don't blame the CIA. I don't blame the FBI. I want to blame any government entity because they couldn't do it without our hands, our permission. They're public servants. I don't want to blame politicians because we elect and put them in office. So now it becomes down to point. When we talk about how bad Joe Biden is, how bad Trump is, who created these monsters? When we talk about Kamala, when we talk about Bill, when we talk about Bush, 1 or 2, when we talk about Reagan, we talk about who created these monsters? Exactly. Nobody wants to talk about it. We created these monsters because they knew this is not what the people wanted. Then they wouldn't have gave it to us. Mm-hmm. The people wanted somebody to be white to say I'm black. They gave us what we wanted. Just look at Kamala. Kamala is running purely off of she gonna save black people. First of all, she's an Indian. Not her fault. Your nationality is what it is. I don't expect her, Trump, and nobody else to say the black race. The black race needs to fix their own problems. I think that they need to do what's socially correct and being fair to every nationality, and it shouldn't be ran off of catering to the white race, black race, Hispanic race, and to be catered to people in general, not just to who can vote. People that don't vote are still citizens. How do we come up with this? Right. So if you have a felony, we don't care about what happens to you because you committed a felony before in your life and lost your right to vote. That means you don't have any say so in America. You don't have any right to the pursuit of happiness. You don't have any right to any benefits or any program that would make beneficial to change your life. Anything that need to be programs to keep you from going back.
True.
We just live it just to the vote. Are we serious? Are you only going to rep? Rockdale County has what, 65,000 people or more? Only what, 15,000 vote? So screw the rest. 45,000 people, screw them, correct? 50,000 people, screw them. Because you don't know why they're reason to vote, because they have people sick of lying politicians, people sick of piss poor candidates, people sick of being ignored, people sick of candidates running off for white, black, white, black, white. Oh yeah, the illegals, white, black, white, black. Oh yeah, the illegals, white, black, white, the illegals. You got Chinese people, you got Indian people, you got Jamaicans, you got Haitians, you got tons of people that live here in America. And we keep saying that same stupid stuff. When are we going to push back? And we need to make things fair across the board. Is everybody going to get a fair, equal share? No, impossible. But there are a lot of things that we can change to make it where it's more viable, it's more likely for your success. It's impossible to create a system where everybody succeeds. We need a system that allows, definitely got to fix family. That's number one, fixing the family. Businesses need to be corrected. Okay, they need corrections on business. Okay, we need to fix the incarceration situation on who needs to be in jail and who does not ever need to see the streets again. Their penalty need to be crunk in all 50 states. If you can't do it, we'll do it on a federal level. We don't need no monsters going out here killing it. You got time to jump out your car and start gunning people down. Sir, ma'am, you are a monster. We don't need you in society. We need to hook you up right there on TV. Listen, make me pray. Vote for me and see what I do. Listen, I'm cleaning them jails out. All I got is 2 cells. When I get 3 people, somebody got to get in the chair. There could be one on that's already on, the one coming in. It don't make me no different. I'm going to tell you, I'm giving y'all 5 minutes. Somebody got to get in the chair. And I'm going to have that thing popping. I'm going to be throwing water on it. It's going to be, listen.
That's all mental. That's all mental prison.
I'll tell you though.
Shaking my head.
Think before you make that decision. If your mind is to jump out of car and you're going to start spraying folk and you F them and you got hand sign, well, your hand finna go right here and your behind finna sit in this chair. You finna be, when that old Sparky hit you, this your new gang sign right here. Brrr, brrr, this it, throw that one here, throw it up. Throw them up, throw them up. I'm going to have it playing. Throw them up, throw them up. I'm going to have everybody, you're going to be a member of Old Sparky. We got to cut it out. We got to cut it out. Raping women, listen, Old Sparky, we got 0 time. Once we can 100% prove you've done this, listen, we instantaneous. Now, come out, just say hypothetically, Resident Joe, you done lied on Love Dot, say he raped and coming. Oh, I'm sorry, my country got me. Old Spike, crank it up. Throw them up, throw them up. You going too. You got to cut this foolishness out. We can't afford this. You can't be wrecking people's lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes no sense. That thought you can't. They got to make it where, listen, if that's what you care about your life, go ahead and do it. But I guarantee we're gonna have less of it. You ain't gonna change everybody, but I guarantee you like to grab kids and run off with them and kidnap them, rape kids. Throw them up, straight to the chip. What did I know?
Some cars racing outside my house.
Man, that thing was loud. I can hear that, girl.
I hope that one of them sex toys done got loose in that, Dr. Joe.
No, sir.
You know what it could? Love out. It could be one of them little toys that got loose. It was plugged up.
No, sir. No.
Not a two coming out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That thing have been told her, cut it off. The little toy done crunk up.
What?
I mean, we just going out. We don't know. This you tell her. But the toy been crunk up too long. That thing like this. I gotta get loose.
No, sir. It was a car racing. I don't know what was going on.
He's saying somebody dropped out. He's saying gladiator school. I wouldn't let them do. I wouldn't leave it to prison to kill each other. I think it's fair that once it's been done, it should be done by the system should set in play to say this is how we do it. And I think the family of the victim should be the one kick the switch. Let's see where your heart at.
Uh-oh.
I would. Why not?
Now, preacher, do you think prisoners should have rights, or you lose them?
No,
prisoners.
People should have rights. I don't get that. You're still a human being. The only way to get rid of right is get you out of society. Listen, the problem became with the prison system is that the prison system became corrupt in itself. It's supposed to be hard, somewhat, rough, simply because we're trying to make it a deterrent. At the same time, we have to establish, well, we're going to put you back in society. To integrate you back in society, we got to change your narrative. Hypothetically, we lock up Love Doctor. Got him in at 17. Grew up, single parent home, projects, drugs, guns, violent, gang. Now lock him up again 5 years. I put him back on the street. What am I really expecting from him? He dropped out in the 8th grade. He has no father, single parent home, drug dealer, gang. What am I expecting? He did 5 years. I'm doing nothing. So I got to do what? I got to set him up with a mentoring program. I got to make sure it's mandatory. He got to be educated. This is part of your sentence. You're going to be educated. We're going to teach him. We're going to teach him a trade. So when Love Doctor makes the decision now as an adult who came in at 17, who done 5 years now, and decides after we've educated him, mentored him, set him up for an opportunity to make a better choice, and he decides he doesn't want to, then society, we wash our hands with him at that point. See, but before we do this, we got to look at what was the cause why we got him here. Can he go back to that neighborhood No, we got to pull him from there. These things could be done, and that's money. How much is it costing us to incarcerate him a year?
It's a lot of money.
We might be spending $60,000, $70,000 a year to incarcerate him, and we're getting that back. If I pay him $60,000, $70,000, he will be spending that money in stores. He will be buying cars. He will be buying gas. He will be buying groceries. He will be paying taxes. But right now, I'm paying $60,000, $70,000 to house him, and we're getting nothing. But wait on him to get out of jail, who's highly pissed, who's still uneducated, who's been surrounded with more gang violence and initiation, who comes out to fight us, who sworn a deeper allegiance because he doesn't have any out. This boy, I see somebody put up, Young Thug only finished the 9th grade. He finished the 9th, and they released him today. I really think that was a bad idea on a lot of ends. Let me tell you why. He's guilty. There's no reason for us to tell lies about it. We know he's guilty on he's guilty on all the accounts. A lot of accounts. Maybe some things might be, but let's just be honest. We know he's guilty, and they know he's guilty too. But before the system sets people away, and it sets a bad precedent, because they teach our young kids now, he'll be idolized as a god. He got out. He beat him. He didn't get the life, and it's bad. I know he's supposed to be leaving Atlanta. They're gonna put him out, but when the mindset is the same and your friendship's still the same, all you're going to do is just move, and you just become smarter what you do. I think that there should have been some more things implemented to make sure corrections are being done. If educated, I think we should have some things should have been involved him to let him look at these are things that I'm going to recommend to set up to make sure we kind of keep you away from this. Okay. At the same time,
I think did she make him leave Georgia?
He's leaving. He can't come to Metro Atlanta. But I mean, come on, you can get around. It's reason to come. Also, when I do it, go to the hospital and say they're sick. He can come. They got. Let me tell you something. All rules are just ways things to break. He got 15-year probation. Crazy. It's not crazy because he's going to violate it. He's going to violate it. He's going to go back to jail, and the system going to like to help him. They didn't help him. They don't give him a concrete plan. His attorney's only going to do so much because they can't make money when people like Thug stay out of jail. You know how much Thug done paid them for a 2-year representation? And they looking at their money finna stop right now. Okay.
You know what? What if she had made him get his GED? Because I know she mentioned when she was talking about, the way to avoid education. You
gotta write a bill. You gotta write a bill. Like he told him he was gonna donate money to the sheriff department to buy guns out the street.
No, that's wild.
I wouldn't get a sheriff department no money to buy no guns. Why do I get them money? They don't need no money. Why you need money to get guns from people? Oh, you pay them for the gun. No, we don't need to do that. What we got to do is train our people, get in our neighborhoods and do things differently. We got to start putting back neighborhood watches. We got to start putting back organizations in these neighborhoods, make people become responsible for their neighborhoods.
You know what? In defense of that, there are a lot of people that do have neighborhood watches, but people do not participate. We have that here in my neighborhood, and I've heard other neighborhoods say that they have those. Those things are implemented because people do actually care about their neighborhoods, but they don't have the participation that it takes in order to have that viable unit within the community.
You know what, Thule? I seen a clip. It was about basically prison rehab, how to really rehab prisoners and stuff like that. And it was a documentary. They pretty much toured some different prisons around the world, and they compared it to prisoner reform as it relates to the ones right here in the United States. And it was quite interesting because it's a country called Norway. They have one of the best prison programs that actually reform prisons and stuff like that. It was really interesting.
Everybody better than the United States.
I want to know if I can share with y'all just a 2-minute clip.
No, go ahead. And listen,
it's a little longer than that, but I'm just
guess what? Guess what? It helps the people. That we can bear it.
Absolutely.
Probably this is one of the most peaceful societies in this part of Norway. I'm quite sure. And I think in general what we're trying to do here is run a society which is as normal as possible, because we want to teach them how to be good neighbors when they're released. It's all about this creating good neighbors. There are killers, rapists, robbers, drug addicts.
Welcome to the Norwegian prison system. Principle of rehabilitation, not revenge.
I want to meet prisoners.
Yeah, you want to meet prisoners?
Yeah.
You're meeting one now.
You're a prisoner dressed like this?
Yes. So this is the house, and in here is the living room. It's a nice, okay view. And this is my room. It's pretty okay.
Yeah, so this is your cell.
Yes.
Did they lock you in at night?
No, I'm the only one that has the key for it. So.
We watch TV, we can play bicycle, running, swimming, fishing.
Wait a minute, what do you mean swimming? You can swim to the other side?
That is not allowed. From another side you can swim here, but you cannot swim from here to another side. Because they call escape.
You're in prison for murder.
Yeah.
You killed somebody.
Yeah.
I can't help but notice that right behind you are a whole bunch of very sharp knives.
Yeah. Yes.
Nobody here is worried about that, or
no?
Should I be worried about that?
No.
You're not worried about it.
I'm not worried about it. That is just for neck foot. That is not weapon. And only for this. This is the last one.
I love this.
Yeah.
If I could get one of these to take home, I would have ketchup on everything. That is like the coolest. Look at it, still going.
Yeah. In the weekend, it's 4 guards at work in another building.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
And how many of you are there here?
115.
115.
Yeah.
And 4 guards.
Yeah.
Wow. Warden, where's the punishment? Where is the punishment?
The main idea is we're just supposed to take away their freedom. That's the only punishment we're actually giving them. They miss their family, they miss their friends.
Right, right.
But I think, and I hope, when you speak to them, they will also feel that we're trying to help them back to the same society.
You know, this is going to be very hard for Americans to see this. This looks very strange to understand why you're doing it, why you do your prison system this way.
I don't understand why you think this is a strange idea. This is an American idea. Your founding fathers put in your constitution, it says no cruel or unusual punishment.
Mm-hmm. So no.
We have to show more love and affection for each other, to take care of each other in another way. This is the way.
Yeah.
And this is the essence of life, you know.
We showed a little more love and affection and kindness toward each other.
Yeah. This is the way, and this is so important. So important.
Yeah. The U.S. has one of the highest recidivist.
Just wanted to just put a little pause on it right there and just show y'all. Basically, they're saying that they have one of the a great turnout rate where they actually do rehab, and once the prisoners get released, they never really come back because they acclimate them well into society without using cruel and unusual punishment.
You know how to beat people and force them into homosexuality. And I think some of the things they got in there could be toned down, but at the same time, you teach them how to live with people. And when they get out, it kind of gives them a better sense. You won't, and like anything, I'm sure they have, people that come back repeated offenders, and that happens. But then you got to know where, hey, once we extended our hand to help you, after that, you won't bite it again. You'll get this. There are a lot of people that if you give them that pathway, you don't have to give them as much leniency as they're giving them. But if it works for them, it works. They're looking at their success rate. America has a higher success rate than other countries. A lot of them feel like America's system and people that incarcerate, and they got harder laws for guns and everything. They still got less people incarcerated than we do. So it just becomes the point that you got to really start looking at, you got people, but then what are you actually average? They basically are creating the criminals by allowing these rappers, allowing these actors to do the stuff they do, get out, keep going back, charges, like him. Listen, organized crime, he the founder at YSL. I don't know why it's just dumb. We all know this. They know he's the founder of YSL, okay? Other people about manslaughter, murder. You predicate, and this been murder for hire where people been paid. I mean, they know these things. His rap lyrics have sold him onto things he sold. The message that you speak out to your people, gang involvement, the drugs. Now, let me say this. Do he need to be thrown away from life? No. He needs to be made to correct. They need to be made to correct what you've done. A lot of those people that he served in jail with, listening to your music and people that talk like you, you're a detriment to your own self and to other people that look like you. They can say, oh, Thug get money, Thug did. How does Thug get the money? By selling the same narrative. Then you come back, you throwing good money out the bad, Thug. And it's because, look, having a father there, but not really having the hands on her. Mother has 11 kids. He said, my mom has 11 kids.
He did. You said his father's there?
Was his speech really that compelling? I heard he gave a really good, compelling speech.
I didn't hear it.
He saw what he did wrong. I mean, what he said, what you would say when you talk to a judge and say, no,
yeah.
You say to a judge, you're trying to get out. He want to apologize to his family. He knew he put them out. I know he put them in a bad spot for the fact that he couldn't take care of them the way he did because he'd been arrested. I know what he meant. And I'm sure the end was looking at, I'm taking care of my family. He did some things. Most people, I was a drug addict. I did stuff to help people. I still did bad things though. And we gotta fix it. When people are counting on you, you gotta look at your involvement, what you get into. That's it, being honest. People counting on you. You had 11 brothers and sisters. You got people counting. You got other people helping. So to get yourself tied up with people like that, like he said, I ain't going back to Cleveland. And he pissed with Cleveland Avenue. You know why he pissed with Cleveland Avenue? Because those guys sold him out. His friends all sold him out and put him out there. So now I'm telling you what, it's gonna bite it. Because Cleveland Avenue gonna feel like you threw us away. Those guys told him, you can't blame the whole Cleveland Avenue. Everybody on Cleveland Avenue wasn't involved with him going down.
Cleveland Avenue? I didn't see it that much. I was just
raised on Cleveland.
Huh?
Raised on Cleveland Avenue.
Oh, okay.
Let's say baby mama got killed. He still did bad things. Baby mama got killed, and I think his sister died. His sister died too. They got a brother. He got a brother got killed. So he stabbed a teacher. He got shot when he was 13. He broke a teacher arm when he was in school.
Come on.
Thug. Really? Yeah, Thug. That's why white thing name was Young Thug.
He was a thug since he was young.
Yeah, that was his merit badge to take off. He was shot when he was 13. So he was like, I'm the youngest nigga get shot. So they my badge of honor. So now I'm out here. And I mean, again, everybody got a pass. I got a terrible pass too. So, but I'm just looking at as we become old, and I'm really hoping that he will really see the light of it, because I know with what he does to music, the people he's around, all them folk gonna want to holler at him. When he get out, he got a lot of people. Look, baby, and all these folk want to holler. Folk come see him. Realize, man, listen. And when he say he turned, they're gonna look at you. Turned your back, so he's dead. His music like career, it's gonna be done. Now trying to sell positive music, you're not gonna get that money. It's about the hoes. It's about, man, I'll screw you in your behind. It's about I'll kill your mama, your sister. That's what they want to hear. No message. Don't hear anything about literacy. Nothing that in any way gives compassion to a fellow man. They can't even give that message. They don't know how. The money been behind. Nothing where the money at. Right now, I can smoke Dwayne. Get somebody smoke. Hey, bro, we good, bro. You know what I'm saying? You good. You said we good. Then let I get a kid, I make a record about it. I'm going to tell he done got shot 15. You know what I'm saying? I drop it down now 14. I drop 15. They're like, 15? How many times Dwayne got shot? You know what I'm saying? I hit him over there, I hit him over there in the rock. Rock did. That's where he shot it. Oh, so this song is finna blow up, going to make all this money. And I just incriminated myself. The money is in going to jail, like coming out of jail. If he rap the way he go back there rapping, he will make so much money because there's more street cred. You just did too, and you beat the system.
Right. You can't say that.
Listen, I don't care what F about 12. That's the police. I shoot 12. One of the police.
She was reading them lyrics in court. I was like, wow.
I know.
But this stuff happened though. Don't even worry. Don't even with it. The police got shot. I drove 100 rounds in a Tahoe. The boy, had a Tahoe. They said Nicki Minaj wrote those lines. Probably did, however. But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm trying to get to realize. The message. Your message is so much dangerous than what those guys don't know. How many people are set out to kill people because they listen to you? These guys, listen, I would love to get what all these rappers just have a heart talk. Everybody just put down their gun, stop. Why do you think you gotta pick up a gun and start flashing and telling your kid? You have a gift, you can write, you could get a beat, you can spit this thing out, man. This guy just unwind, and you waste your time with I'm finna blow him away. How long gonna be on the street when I blow you away and it's in my lyrics? Now, all the money I made finna be spent in paying an attorney to get out of what I know I did. And if they let me off, they gonna catch me again on another charge. So now all the money you made and wind up getting your people, because listen, Thug is valuable to them. That's why he need to be on the street. Thug got how many folk locked up? Just like Ice Cube did, F the police. Just like Ice-T got him messed with Cop Killer and Colors. See, nobody take responsibility for how many people they set off and got in prison. A lot of these guys are dead. A lot of people picked up the gang culture when he introduced it through the movie Colors. Georgia, we didn't know nothing about how that gang life worked. Everybody here individual. Everybody know the project. The project, you ain't coming in project. People know in the hood, you ain't gonna come in my hood, but we ain't know the thought about as a gang. And no colors went with it. So these same people who set us off, look at it, Snoop Dogg at the Olympic carrying the torch, a disgrace and a shame.
Yep.
Ice Cube, disgrace and a shame. Ice-T, police. You the one said F them. You the one said kill them, top killer. Him and Ice Cube, the best police out here. The police look up to them saying, man, you do my job better than I do. First you told everybody to kill me, now you the police.
Yep.
Ain't hating on them. We need to we need to just make like the market. Sometimes the market going and it gets all bad. You know what they'll tell you the market has to do? It has to correct itself. How does a market correct itself and we as people don't know how to do it? We can't. A politician not gonna help us. If you guys are oblivious to life, and you think that somebody in a ballot box you vote for gonna fix our problem, you sadly mistaken. Kamala Harris or Donald Trump, both of these two people are two of the worst choices we ever seen. And yes, I did vote for Donald.
That's right.
Let me listen. I will not wear that hat or that shirt. I just feel like based off of for business. I'm a business owner. I'm looking at how to fit it. Oh, Donald Trump, man, you know how these white folk killing us. Surely we're not dying now. If y'all please go on YouTube and look at how many black people being killed under white people and white people and white police and racism still happening. So please stop putting one thing on a person. We got to look at overall. We don't need no abortion rights now. You want to kill baby, that's your baby. You want to kill it, you want to do it. Don't put that on us. It should be, and I think on the federal, let the states decide. Like I said, that's something you just got to do. Don't you think it would be more advantageous to close your legs, sleep with who you love, who you say, hey, I want to be pregnant by you because I love you and we are together. I love you enough to screw you, but I don't want no baby by. How you having sex with somebody you don't have a baby with?
Don't start.
Makes no sense, preacher.
But I've been there. I've been a part. So when I'm talking, I'm just giving you a lot of stuff ain't government interference to come in and regulate it. We as people got to change what we think.
That's
you
true.
As a woman, the most valuable part you have in yourself is your body. You gotta know any man. Well, a man, listen, a man inserts in you. You don't insert nothing in a man. You don't just give no man. You insert semen in your body. From a man. You taking on part of this man. Yeah. Oh, now I'm gonna go kill it. But why you ain't kill it before you put it in? I just want us to think. This ain't even about trying to make you do. I just want you to think. I had to think. We got to become conscious. How do we fix these problems? But we don't do it by go kill the baby after. Kill the conscious mind to do it, and you know it's reckless. You'll save more money. When you lay on that table, baby, you got opportunity. You can die just as quick as that baby you're trying to kill. There's a lot at stake when you lay on that table. So now when you open and spread your leg, you need to do a whole lot more inventory than I can go to. I need them to pass off me to kill this baby. You can get killed while you laying on that bed, baby. He put the right disease in your behind. He said, I'm doing what? I'm sleeping with women, not wanting children with them. He said, guilty. Oh, yeah, I got you. Well, I mean, hey, who ain't? I'm guilty. We've been guilty. But that's what we come in, Andrew, as human beings. What separates us from animals is where we come in to say, listen, this was not a good idea based on the way I used to think. But that only happens when other information is inserted. See, that's the problem. Nobody's inserting a positive message. So when somebody comes along to try to give information that's more prevalent for us, then we fight. We hate them. To find criticism on them. If Ice Cube changed what they've done and looked at, hey man, I'm more effective now. I'm pushing this narrative now. Hey, kudos to them because that's their past if they stopped it. But if you just migrated yourself over here, now you the police and you leave us out there, that don't make sense. Home record. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna put this up here. Y'all see this? This ain't the only thing. I'm telling you, I'm gonna put this up here. I duck nobody, nowhere. Let me see this. Let me see this. What's the other one? Because I don't want, listen, y'all. When I tell y'all, listen, I ain't ducking nobody, nowhere. Ain't about fighting nobody, and that ain't about this, by truth. Truth prevail over everything. Okay? Let me see. So that people feel better about this. So listen. Ready to explain what it says. Let me know when Ra is ready to explain why he never called the cops when Jonah got raped in there. Janae called the cops yourself to why you see you January 20th. I don't know what they mean. Let me tell you something first of all. Okay. First of all, nobody got raped nowhere where I'm at. That never happened. In fact, I am the one that made them call the police. Okay. They investigated. They dropped the case. Has nothing to do with me doing nothing. I ain't never been no part of knowing nobody being raped nowhere. Now, if you know that's true, now I'm gonna tell you what happened. I took a picture because I want to see you in court for these statements. So I want you to keep talking. I'm just saying, I ain't ducking up. Listen, nobody know what got nothing on me. This is a sad sicko. Okay, he needs prayer. It's not gonna help him. Okay, never happened. Let's get the other thing. Never happened. Where is there? Nobody's never been raped at nowhere. It never happened. So I don't know why this man, this is another line. Now, I want the person, he said, Rod, you there? You told Danielle to divorce her husband, home record. Now, if you could, is the lady Danielle on here? If she is, please come here and tell them, I told you to divorce your husband. Listen, none of this stuff, listen, do these people don't even know what the truth is? This is someone heard it, 60 years old, wore his mama jewelry, sick,
couldn't hold down a woman, ain't stable, waste more time than a little bit. Okay, listen. If I'm so false, why you even waste your time? Listen, you know why people have to tell these lies on me? Because there ain't no truth to tell. Listen, when you have nothing going on in your life, nothing. There's no way you 60 years old, you've accomplished nothing in your life, nothing, absolutely nothing. And these people waste more time. Why you not being effective? The truth never happened. Now, the person you name, all the stuff you say is a lie. Never told nobody to divorce their husband. Where did you get this from? Everything you say, man, these slanderous lying statement. Don't do nothing. I don't want nobody on here to never think. Listen, none of these people have nothing on. Listen, I've been doing this for over 26 years. I'm effective. That's why y'all follow me. Y'all watch me weekly, 3 times a week, twice on the Shabbat. They probably about 5 times you do the right mail. But anyway, listen, has nowhere to go. Just as I said, where you serve at? Couldn't be serving nowhere working that because they did. He would be sitting there following, doing. Not a good follower, can't follow, does not have the intelligence to follow, does not have the discipline to follow. Nowhere was with Janice, won't take it. Nowhere he been, nobody will take him back. Ask him, where can you go back to? Nobody wants to be bothered with him. When you get out here and you make decisions in life and they're bad decisions, you lost your money with a woman, nobody wants you. Everybody has used and made a fool out of them. I'm here to help people. I don't have time for that fool. I addressed it to make sure everybody know. I ain't ducking nobody nowhere on this planet, on Mars, Jupiter, Juto, and nowhere else. If that's a true statement that I personally know that a kid was raped and I done nothing, I should be in jail. Won't you report me to the police? I'm sorry, you did that and it didn't happen. And they saw that you made a fool out yourself. People, this is a waste of time. If this man had something really going on in his life, he would be out there accomplishing it, not on this show wasting time. I appreciate y'all time. I just want to address it because I want y'all to know I ain't ducking nobody nowhere. I'm the same person everywhere I go. And I ain't got nothing but love for all of you. Even him. Listen, it's a sickness. When you have nothing going on in your life, you got to try to waste time somewhere else. Thank y'all. Moving back to our conversation. Now, again, we have to start working on where we can become effective and start fixing our own problem and come with our own solution. Again, politicians aren't the problem. We're the problem because we elect them. Pastors, everybody you got, we have to look at to change these people now. Everybody run down TD Jakes now. Oh, TD Jake, he with Puffy. TD been the same person ever since he been. I don't know why.
That's true.
I see him now. All of a sudden, y'all want to try to put hate on him for Puffy. Just stop it. Folks hate me. I want to hear what Pastor Smith want to say about Jake and how many videos I made about Jake.
None.
0. All my videos were made years before me.
Right.
Head alone. All my years before all that came out. But your people loved him. Your people ran behind him. Your people kissed their behind them. You ran to me talking about Tony Smith tried to tell us. It's a waste of my time. Listen, man. Everybody gonna be exposed. Okay, everybody gonna be exposed. Make no mistake. All you gotta do is just keep living. Everybody be exposed. Y'all got it. Time gonna prove out everybody. Nobody getting by. Oh, if you focus on making sure you do what you need to do in life, I guarantee you, everything gonna come down. Everybody falling. Everybody gonna fall. But this is our opportunity to do this. Not to gloat at other people fall, but to go, where do we make the change?
Right.
Where do you make the change where you do something different? Like me, I could have came out, people made a big, Jake fault. The people who criticize Jake, they ain't even living nothing.
Nothing.
What is the purpose? Why y'all trying to correct Jake when you ain't doing nothing? If people listen, we have to look at staying for. I tell you, you don't control my mouth. No, listen, nobody control my mouth. I have nobody hand in my behind. Nobody control. Listen, I talk about your mom, everybody. Honestly, all true.
Wow.
Listen, let me be flat with everybody. I don't want to take that the wrong way. Make no mistake. I don't need nobody to be with me. Nobody control me nowhere. Y'all got me. Don't control me. I talk about your mama. I talk about your grease grandmama. I talk about your aunts. I talk about your cousin, and then nothing you can do about it. It's a waste of my time. I'm just being honest.
I'm sorry.
Let's be focused on this. Do this. Instead of all of that, all of the whiffing, where does change come in to do better? Where is change? Where's the result? This is what I try to help people out. You got to right dude. You let this. That's your mind. I'm waiting. Listen, we not waiting. We ain't finna listen. We ain't about no violence or nothing like that. Make no mistake. I ain't worried about listen. On this top side, nowhere else. Okay, so please, people, we ain't even about that. What we about is this right here. Where do we get better for everybody? Better for you, better for all of us. All that other stuff. Wait, who you helping? See, I
want to, preacher, before we leave, also I want to clarify that therapists are allowed to choose what clients they want to have.
Thank you.
And I think he's being sarcastic with that. This person did ask me to be his therapist, and I denied it and I blocked it because I could decide whoever I want to, whatever client I want to have.
But you can't. But let me say that if people want real help, you can get real help. If you don't want real help, you're just gonna waste time. Let's do this. Where do we come in and we fix things? This is the thing right here. And I don't want to push a narrative our people already be aware. We got so much violent destruction against ourselves today. As human beings and people, where do we sit down and draw the line and say, let's sit down and talk about truth? Right. Truth where we get correct that help you, that help other people, and help ourselves. People don't want to do that. People rather sit around and live in lies and falsism, hypocrisy, and then sit around and it don't there for truth. It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. Why you can't have a decent conversation without a filthy mouth, without criticism, and sit down and let's see what the problems are, and let's get facts and fix stuff and just get away from fiction. The problem they want is for us to become destructive to each other and to yourself. The truth be told, I know you heard, and listen, I pray for you. That's the truth. I'm praying for you because I would want somebody to pray for me and not just antagonize me and kill me if I had that type of problem. But I'm unfortunately, by the corner of Yahuwah, my mind is intact and I'm stable. And it's not by anything I've done. It's because the Most High looked down and he favored me. I want the same thing. We got to do that. We can disagree about things, but how we can't be disagree without being, so extra critical to where we insulted to one another. Why we can't do something that makes sense out of it? Listen, I choose who I want to take in as members. I choose not to be bothered. I'm not interested simply because I like a mindset set towards salvation. I don't have time for all the other stuff. You're doing what you want to do, okay? And that's fine. That's life. I don't want anybody that follow me. We don't have no hate for him. We're not doing that. I don't want to get involved. When I say which is true. I say about your mom, who I want to talk about. Your mom, nobody can stop my mouth. You could try to do it. It ain't gonna work. I don't have that time and energy. I'd rather focus on how we gonna become better. We're in the worst economy ever. We got one on every hand. You ain't even say you need to be trying to get your life together. Listen, if I ain't right, I'm gonna pay for it in judgment. Won't you try to spend your time and make sure you get right? There are people follow me because they have confidence in I am the man that I'm saying I am. And I know I am. And I can show up anywhere. People, nobody wants to be, nobody interested. Where your friends? You don't have any friends. And it's bad because in life, we need human interaction. We need conversation. You need to be loved. I need to be loved. And I want to tell you first, and I'll be the bigger man to tell you, listen, I'll be the lowest man to tell you, less, whatever. I love you. I honestly love you. I don't hate you. We disagree. We see things a different way. That's life. And life goes on. You have the freedom to choose, listen to who you want to, but you on here because you know why? Listen, let me tell you this. Before we came on, and nothing come on. When we go off, absolutely nothing else is coming on. You heard that from me. That's why you're him.
That's right.
Well, I ain't gonna get no better.
Yes, sir.
Can y'all tell? Hey, Jesse, I love you.
We love you.
Nobody. Listen, y'all, everybody here, you follow me, you got hate. You ain't even following me. Listen, hate don't fix nothing. Listen, y'all, we all got to be better people. Can you tell Jess you love him? Jess, I love you. Because you know what? The man upstairs, he loved me, forgave me. I love you, and I forgive you. That's what we do. How we do it. Oh, I got it from armor. Put the heart, because we love. Listen, we love it. Your father, you got to love everybody.
That's right.
Oh.
Respect other people's choices. Hey, that's your choice.
That's
but we gotta love each other at the end of the day. We all live in the same. Listen, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all y'all. He said,
appreciate you too.
Please said, watch out, boy. That's you ain't in nothing and hadn't heard nothing. That's my bishop right now. That's my bishop. Been my bishop ever since I was a little boy, woman. Now that's the truth. That's what we tell. Got to, y'all. That's what we do. Listen, number hearts up there.
Much of heart.
Daniel, if you don't mind, before we go, can you put just a yes or no down? Please, just for the record. Did I tell you to divorce your husband? Now you call somebody, let's just get an answer. That's where we will know. I want everybody to be straight. That way we clear it up. I don't want nobody, let's not live no lies, people. Let's be the truth. So that you can kind of put yes or no if I told you to do that. I want to make sure we clear on every end. That end here. You put statements up there. Look at hold on, let me see what she said. Now she learned. You said I told her to divorce. No, sir, never told me that. See, it ain't hard to stop that. See that? Now then hate folks. Now somebody see. Ask. Don't say I said something. Never happened. I don't know. Y'all don't see. Y'all repeat stuff you hear from other people. Not true. We listen, I still love you. I appreciate you, sweetie. We don't do that. Listen.
He apologized, right?
Guess what? I forgive you. Listen, don't even worry about it. Listen. Again, if I'm lying, that's on my soul. I forgive you. That's all we want to do. Let's clear up. That's what I'm saying. Can I do one more, please? Is Janae on him? I just want to make sure we all clear. Listen, y'all, I ain't lying for nobody. For what? I got too much in this. I don't want nobody. We ain't got time for that. Listen, man, we got to love one another, y'all. Just you a human being. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to be respected. So do we. Mm-hmm. Let's have real conversation without that don't get us nowhere.
That's right.
Everybody, where we going? What example we set? You're almost 60 years old. What example we set for our young people?
Mm.
That's what we show them what age taught us. Age have taught us responsibility. That we owe our young people to see something better from us. Show them resolve.
Mm.
We better. I mean, that's on me too. I failed you guys in the past. I have made my end to be a better man. I ain't looking for no fight. I want all us to be better. Right? I appreciate you too, Wendy Jane. I appreciate all y'all. Everybody follow. I appreciate you. I appreciate my wonderful wife. She owed me sex, but that's all. I'm gonna call the police on her later. Tired of it. That's it. Listen,
I think you guys with the sex toys, not me, preacher, not me and the hobbits. You guys.
Wow.
No, you sat down and I heard that toy go out. I know a toy.
How you know a toy, preacher? How you know the toy?
You put me on the spot. Cause Wayne don't let me hurt heels.
He said love you, Rob.
Let's do this.
He said love you.
Yeah,
okay, good.
I love you too. We do. We love you too. Everybody,
we love you, Jesse.
That's right. Love you.
Everybody. That's how we want to be. I appreciate everybody. I love all. That's how they love each other. Rather us fighting, hating each other, y'all. Let's learn to love each other, y'all. Let's do better. I want to do better. I apologize to any of y'all if I offended you because I really want to be a help to people and I want to radiate something different because that's what we want to do. He said, I am. My wife loves me. My kids love. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Him. That's good to him. All right, that's all right. Good to him. Well, we got to get ready to go. Appreciate all y'all. Listen, next week we try to be back same time. Back channel. You know, like, what's the saying tonight before we go?
Oh, I want to start this right here. My saying right here.
Oh, here we go.
This holding time message that just happened. This been sponsored by the Love Doctor. I've been showing all this love, and it's finally rubbing off on Tony. And I have sponsored this whole entire segment because that's what I do here at the Love Doctor. That's all we do. Listen, the world needs more love, and that's why they got the Love Doctor. Anybody want to follow that? Come on, Dr. Joe.
What?
What a broom.
Wait, say that again. Preacher, is that even a saying? Is that even legal?
That's not legal
That's a
noise.
statement. That's a declaration.
Huh?
So you said
The
can you repeat it again, sir?
the world might be sick and it need love, and that's a clue. But you be more like Dr. Seuss. Doctor, hold on. Akuma Matata. You know you gonna come. You know you'll start out good. What she say? And you gonna mess around. You gonna make me quit. You real good, homie. I'm gonna that's what she. Every time she get that, you gonna start out good.
If you don't live right, you're gonna die. Akuna Matata.
There she goes. She out there too. She out there. What you got, Tula?
About love, I got
about love. Look at the green eggs and ham. That's
I say love begins in the mirror.
Oh my goodness. You trying to steal from Michael Jackson?
That's what it sounds like to me.
Come on, man. I thought you had. Look here. Andrew said, "Show love even when it's not shown back." I can tell you that. Look at that. Oh, that's a good one. This is a good saying. What is it? My Ra has the best saying. Oh, that for me. Oh, I thought one was saying.
Preacher, but why is it that she's laughing after she said that?
She laughed because it's joyous. I'm sorry.
On yours, you're very rude. I did a quote. You're very rude. You need to take your time and do the quotes. If you want to go through the comments, do that. But now while people are giving their quotes, that's disrespect.
No, we heard George. You said green eggs and ham.
I did not say that. So you did not.
We got look at them. Roses are red, violets are blue. The world needs more love, and I do too.
For me,
you have a check comment that is terrible that you went stole. You might well did like Love Doctor. What's that other little tide saying you had?
My quote.
I'm not stopping till we. Okay, I don't know what it is.
Love.
Saying.
I have to say my.
Stolen. You're right. Thank you, Desmond. Stolen.
What was stolen?
Yours and the other one.
That was not.
I haven't said my quote yet.
That's sad. I'm saying repeat it. He said repeat it. She said repeat it. Somebody wants you to repeat it.
I said love starts in the mirror. Look it up.
I know what she means. I know what she means. It's like love yourself. It's what she's trying to say.
Love starts in the mirror.
It sounds like, you know what? It sounds like
she's saying like a store that got a whole lot of mirrors in it. They must be having love at the stores to sell mirrors.
You have to start by loving yourself in order to love others.
I understand. I don't understand why.
We got another saying. Read that saying, Tula.
That is not stolen. That literally came off my dome.
Yeah, off the dome of my.
Came off your dome. You've been watching what that hip hop like. You've been watching the YSL trial. What is a dome?
Even somebody laugh, Quasia laugh, and said Daniel laughing at, and that is just he been busted. Even Daniel laughing at stuff. Look at Whitney Houston. Yeah, Whitney Houston. Somebody stole from Whitney too.
Google it. If it exists,
all the churn of the congregation. All the churn of the congregation. I know that all the churn. That's right, the churn.
See how you do? Let's just wait on him.
Hey, Chimp. Tray ball. That's it. That tray ball. He said, hey, Chimp. That tray ball. He was trying to hit that tray ball. Okay, we saw she meant. So they all agreeing. I had the best saying. I appreciate y'all, guys.
I didn't even say my saying, preacher. I didn't even say my saying.
I thought you said yes. You did. You
yes,
said
you
something.
Did. You did say your saying. You trying to?
I was just repeating. I was just telling preacher what he was saying. I didn't say my quote.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead. Say your quote.
So it's okay.
No, go ahead.
Say your quote. Say your quote.
We listen. Come on.
I have to think about it now. All right. Love is one of the main ingredients to life.
You just read that. I'm looking how you look at. You read that.
Preacher, I didn't read that. I'm talking to you guys. Google it.
That's tight.
Google tools of mine. You can't just say accept that women today are stronger than men.
Why did somebody say they thought you said it already?
I was just following preacher. He is my teacher. I have to follow him.
Look at Andrew say, Andrew cutting down. Andrew, listen, somebody help bust this up right here. Lady saying you busted. What question say?
I did not Google it or see it anywhere.
The question got one. Love has nothing to do with what you are expecting to get. Only what you are expecting to give, which is everything. Question. Please
stop it, question.
That's question. I see that on a milk cart. I see that on a milk cart with a little kid on it.
Look at here, question. You go ahead, girl. If you wrote that question, you go ahead. You speaking facts, girl.
That's right, Faith P. I did not read it anywhere. Tuli and I
want others
have,
to love you.
Yeah.
You just went out there with Tuli with these old stolen saying. Listen, y'all
got all this self love. Y'all
look at that
like
per
some
Google.
masturbate video or something. Y'all got to get what are we talking about here?
That's that stuff Tuli be pulling. How would she come up with that?
I have Google mine and I have Google. Yes.
She Googled.
I never said I did not. I have mine when they're mine, which was
that was not true right there. I love
I have my own. I do. I have my own.
Per Google, Quaisha Wow. Yeah, that's how per Google. At least
you guys can Google mine and Tuli's. Isn't here our brain?
Hey, Fairly named the song. That's a song right there. My love is
my
yours.
love. You know what?
My love is
my
yours.
mind is listen. My love is yours. My mind is yours.
Stop
it. What song is that?
My love is yours. That's good.
Fair Bear. What's up, Fair Bear?
That's good. That's really good.
Said get a somebody. Yeah, she said get a room. When did they say y'all can get a room over there? There says shalom, y'all. Shalom too. You came out right when we get ready to go. Hopefully everything worked out for you too, Derek. I'll definitely pull out for you when you say you want us to pull out for what you had going on. But appreciate all y'all guys. I gotta try to get right here, gotta chase me an old woman.
I got to chase me a young one.
Enjoy, preacher.
I sleep when I sleep. See if I can sleep with one of the board members. I can get me a scandal going.
Oh my
God! Right.
How I slept with one.
Maybe
of the
you
people
can get some laws passed for you.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to see if I can get me a book right my scandal. Yeah.
These therapists having inappropriate relations with one of her clients.
What? Oh yeah. She called her husband and get home. Oh yeah, you don't know why. That's what I'm talking about. That's money.
Yeah,
look at that.
Tuli, you better put them glasses today, Tuli.
You know what you got to do though, Wayno. What you got to do? You got to ask her for some advice, and then take your clothes off. Then she manipulated you.
Oh, yeah. Preacher, she's gonna think that he's attacking her. It's gonna
Let me get it one requirement. Hold on, somebody want to see something. Now, hold on. This is Janae. This is the mother of the kid that I supposedly let something happen to Emma. First, stop lying concerning my son's situation. Stop using his name. Raha has nothing to do with it, nor the situation. Stop lying. See, here we go again. It don't take long for people to come out and tell the truth. And again, I won't even worry about them. I appreciate it, sweet. You didn't have to do that because I don't want no anger, hostility right now. We're in a good place. I want to stay in a good place. I appreciate everybody. I meant that. I appreciate all of y'all guys. We're not trying to get involved with that. I appreciate you doing that. And you shouldn't have to, but I want people who listen or watch and realize I ain't in no scandal people. So I ain't even worried about none of that foolishness, okay? I'm good on what I'm doing. My end is I want to see us as people do better, not just black human beings. We waste time fighting on stuff that make no sense. Find truth. Everything you say, people tell you you're not telling the truth. Why are you wasting your time with lies? If anything, you live to be a better person. You ain't gonna save me. You got to save yourself. All I do is give people information. You take the information if that's the life you want to live. If you don't take it. That's not something you're doing. Don't waste no time with that stuff. But y'all have to understand why I had to be like, why I had to be here. Why I ain't mad. The book say this. When they say all manner of Rocha and lies on you, he told me to rejoice and be exceeding. You see why I'm pissed off, I'm going off, I'm losing it. That's not even book. He told me to rejoice and be exceedingly glad because of this guy. All I'm doing is stacking up in Charmaine. Listen, the man's stacking up for me, and I'm learning that. Before, where you at? I'll come meet you because I was into a lot of things. People don't realize, how am I going to get mine if somebody going to lie on me? A man down here live better than me and they lied on him. Why am I going to get any better? People don't be lying on me because you live a lot. If you're doing the right thing, don't y'all know people going to criticize? It's up to us to be the better person. And realize, listen, I don't foster kill people. I've been that person. So I don't want to act like it's so far removed. I'm so big and I'm so great. No, I have made mistakes in my life and I'm a better man. I want to offer that to people now. I don't have time to everything else. I ain't got time. Too many people counting on me. How many y'all? How many y'all counting me to do what I said I'm gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Put up how many people counting on you. Nobody counting these people to do nothing. It's that Mr. What is that? Mr. Yahuwah. Mr. Yahuwah touched Raw one good time for a soapbox. He rushed. That's my bishop. Y'all hear my bishop? But now I hardbear about it. Listen, for me, I just want to be right. I want everybody to be right. She said, look at them. You heard they said that's why I can't get involved. I'm counting on you. These people believe in me. I believe in them. These people sitting here, these people follow me. Because these people know I ain't that guy. I ain't playing with these people live. That's reckless, irresponsible. And I want all of us to be better. That's it. I gotta go. I appreciate my wonderful co-hosts, all of them on here, and the one that claimed they told us what it was, then they didn't tell us, then they went read something else, they went found and dug up why the toys were going off in the background.
No. Love is love is one of the main ingredients to life, guys.
I ain't gonna let y'all down. With the help of Yahuwah through Yahushua. Listen, so make sure, Wayno, I'm forgetting my lawsuit. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to her, right? I'm gonna go put me a shirt on, go and I'm gonna talk to her. I said, I want to talk to you about, I'm gonna say, listen, I want to talk to you about county business. I have some stuff going on. And then my clothes gonna fall. I'm gonna say, hold on for a minute. I don't feel comfortable in here. You like that? But I'm becoming talking about county business. That's up to her. Look at that. I appreciate. Listen, with the help of Yahuwah, you ain't got to worry about me laying y'all down. And Yahushua, listen, I appreciate y'all. So listen, we finna go here. Me and Wayno finna get these lawsuits. Are we gonna write a book too?
Yes, do not break the HIPAA laws. You know what? Break them. Break them, do it. Break them, doctor.
Same book. Hold on. Look what he said. Hold on. Listen, cousin Lawson told me wear them Prince butt out jeans on her. She ain't gonna be ready for that. You know what, dude? I tell you what. Hold on, y'all.
That's funny.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Love doctor. Go break those HIPAA laws tonight with your therapist.
Hey, Tool, I hope you be all right.
Ciao.
Hey.
Don't do it.
If you don't show up tomorrow, I know why.
Can y'all just give me a second, please?
Preacher, don't do it. Okay.
No, I need to hold on for 1 second. Tootie gotta tell her stuff. What's your what's your saying, Tootie?
Oh, the last saying, the Google saying.
I got something I need to show him. I need to show him too. Watch me tell us what yours is, Tootie.
Oh yeah, go ahead, tell us, Tootie.
Let's see. If you heal from what hurt you, you'll bleed on people who didn't cut you.
Say it again.
If you never heal from what hurt you, you'll bleed on people who didn't cut you.
That's right. That's a good one.
Listen, this is what I need y'all to see. I just made these.
What is wrong with you?
I cut the cheeks out. Now when I wear them and I started shaking a little bit with them thing, yeah.
Stop.
And this gonna be on the front of my book. So y'all make sure y'all
I'm done. I am done.
The name of the book gonna be called
Preacher,
Everything Out There in the Open.
Preacher, don't ever talk about me using toys.
Cut the show. What's wrong with the show?
Preacher, don't do
it. He's a raw on another. Listen. When you write these books, people got to see what happened. If people don't feel your pain and then see, she done took advantage of me.
Wow.
See the mighty word. I should bought a Honda.
Yeah, everybody.
Tell y'all, know.
That's funny. Right there.
Preacher.
So y'all see what I appreciate that. That's all. Listen. So my book gonna be called Everything Out in the Open from the Back. Now, what's the name of your book? So y'all be ready to buy it. It's gonna be paperback too. It's gonna be better in case you want to put in the bed and read it. What's the name of your book, Rob?
It's scary and Halloween.
I mean, I just feel, Preacher, that that toy noise came from you, not me. That your house, not my house.
No, the drawers are mine. The toys are yours.
Preacher, I don't know. After seeing that, I'm questioning. It might have not been that car. It might have been in your house.
My raw needs to keep his cheeks covered. Listen, she got me out here like that.
Wow.
Y'all need to be looking at these people in the county job who taking advantage of these citizens. So we've been taking advantage of, people don't know. That's them drawers that David used as a slingshot to kill the light. And Rod gonna use them to slay a Smitty. Yeah.
Child, this after dark.
This after dark, look at him. This is serious. Rod messed up a good pair of underwear. I know
Trust me. Yeah, I'm glad he cut them off.
I never thought he was cutting his underwear.
Yeah, she like that. Listen, I hear using me.
Oh, she likes that. Don't
look at that.
Don't be hiding.
Lock that tongue up and throw away the key. Jake's on the loose. I won't wear him to a dinner party. He said, jump out the dress. That's what I'm talking about. I know I'm gonna get me some gloves. I'm gonna get me some powder so I don't come out that ceiling fan. Cause your hand gets slipping wet, you'll come off. Wow. Oh, look at Rich. President Joe. No, look at her. I see you.
Preacher, nobody's hanging up.
Exactly.
I heard about it.
That is wild. Nobody's hanging up. No.
Wow. You know what? Now, I'm telling you what, man. I cut these and I ain't got my behind them. Hopefully, y'all will put on, see they fit. Make sure.
No.
Preacher, you broke all HIPAA laws.
What you talking about?
That ain't cool.
Listen, if we gonna listen, y'all on this show, some of y'all gonna need to borrow some money. So if I get this money to work on, I can loan you some.
That's true. Go ahead and do your thing, Preacher.
Now, which one is you got told? Now that you told me. I had no idea what was getting her, and he was cutting holes. Listen.
Yeah.
Underwear is older than
You know, I cut the show immediately. Are you serious? This is a family show, people. Oh, he's still underwear older than Malcolm. Are you serious?
Wow.
You gonna be with me?
Inappropriate.
He said, that's somebody's mama. I hope those draws didn't get like that from. I just made it tonight, honey. We need to do that Saturday tomorrow. Hello, take it. She told me to take my time. I know you come out that dress and she moved. That's them time to pay for rent up draw. That's right. No, that's right. Time to pay the rent. I don't have no friends, but y'all, that all I need. I got you. We're a hobby. We're a hobby. And hear that? I know we're a hobby. No, we're a hobby too. He cut the brown solution out. You done? Where you at? Now I'm fighting that one. I'm not finna let no gorilla disrespect me on the Holloway. I'm not doing that. Where you at, gorilla? Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Why don't you tell your wife come and just wave and tell her hello? Does she know she getting sued?
No, she in the bed waiting on me.
She does.
They're about to go on that session. They're about to go on that session, and they're about to break the HIPAA law. Go ahead, love that.
Wow.
Wow.
Go ahead.
But again, y'all know we're
some babies.
A hob, y'all.
We definitely a hob, y'all. We pretty.
We're about to take it back.
Power in the universe.
Dr. Joe, Mike's in the mind on the
In the mind.
Yeah.
before you do, I would like to say something to everybody. I just want to tell everybody to make sure that you get all your facts straight. And like this for everybody, not toward that, before you draw a conclusion and it be holes in your story. So I just want to make sure everybody know that. So make sure you have them all straight so you don't have no. Just want to put that out.
Don't make some holes in your story.
Take us home, Tuli.
Take us home. We got to draw a conclusion.
Something better. You do something better.
You do something.
Cut.
Y'all.
We got
we got to get ready to cut. Yeah.